let me say that this relationship that is developing with Boeing is going to be a symbiotic relationship, not a parasitic one. We have a lot to offer as a country, but let me reiterate it here. Biggest economy in Africa, the most populous country in Africa, not only populous country, the people who travel more around the world than Nigerians from Africa. Most of the traffic you see, most of the hubs in Africa are Nigerians who are transiting through those hubs. And the data actually show that the largest network of local airports in Africa is in Nigeria. We have about 32 airports, about 20 or 21 owned by the federal government, and about 10 of them owned by subnationals. And of course, more than 90 airstrips, all within Nigeria. In a year, we are grossing more than 16 million passengers now, all within Nigeria. Domestic travels so much within, it's again the biggest in Africa. Domestic travels and international travels still emanating from Nigeria. So we have a lot to offer, so that's why I say this is a symbiotic relationship. But we also need help. And then we're here to strengthen our relationship with Boeing. Of course, we've had wonderful relationship. The airline operators have had wonderful relationship with Boeing over the years. But we're here to actually increase and enhance that relationship. I am here with most of the airline operators of Nigeria because in Nigeria, it's actually the unique country where the civil aviation, civil aviation is driven more by the private sector. So for some time now, government has actually removed its own participation in airline business. So it's the private sector that drives the airline business in Nigeria. That's why you see most of them, the private operators here. Now, what we as government want to do is to create the enabling environment, the right policies, the right regulatory framework to support their growth and development. When we came into office, one of the focal points that we adopted is support for local operators. And that is why we're going around the world. We have crossed so many kilometers and seas to come here to make this possible, to enhance their capacity by appealing for your support and your cooperation. The working together agreement we are going to sign today actually highlights the needs of the civil aviation ecosystem in Nigeria. Training and support, technical support in form of establishment of MROs in Nigeria, and most importantly, is to unlock the markets for the local operators for them to have access to aircraft acquisition, to dry leases, using your network with the results across the world, and of course with also finances. That is why I'm here with them. I'm here as the #1 aviator in Nigeria, the Minister of Aviation, to give a personal guarantee on their behalf. I want to let the world know that the government itself is going to give a guarantee to say your aircraft are safe in Nigeria. If we assess the market and you bring them to Nigeria, your aircraft are safe. Tell the results on their behalf. Tell the financiers so that we have the capacity to pay, to run the businesses and pay for any type of financing, package they bring. In a country where we hardly access dry leasing, most of the businesses are on ACMIs. They are work lazies. And yet, many of them right now, they are meeting all the obligations. Many of them, they have shown the capacity to meet the obligations. If they have shown the capacity to meet the obligations with ACMIs, how much, more when they have access to drivers in? And they have the traffic to support that. I've said that earlier. That's why it is a symbiotic relationship. And then we have so many routes right now under our BASA arrangements with different countries, our reciprocal rights that we cannot even service because of the lack of capacity of the local operators. We have granted them the routes, but they cannot service the routes. But the passengers are there, the traffic is there. You mentioned it yourself that so many airlines, those who are making orders around the world, they are targeting the Nigerian market. So why are we going to allow other people to come and take advantage of our own traffic when we can empower our own local operators to take advantage of their own markets? That is what we want to do. Air France comes to Nigeria more than 10 times a week. We cannot go to Paris. 2 American airlines come to Nigeria daily, United and Delta. We cannot go to America. Lufthansa comes to Nigeria more than 10 times a week. We cannot go to Germany. And on. So many, I can keep mentioning South Africa comes, we can go to South Africa. We just actually smoothing the relationship with the UAE now. So Emirates begins October 1. Qatar comes. Saudi Arabia is about to begin. We have not ignited our own capacity to also service those routes. It's huge, very huge potential. But all of these aircraft we're talking about, these airlines, they are full every day of Nigerians, full of passengers. Sometimes you can't get a ticket to buy on these airlines. They have a traffic, they have passengers. We need to empower these people here to take advantage of that. And there's one more thing, and that's the insurance. We are working on that because, of course, the international visitors, they expect that the risk will be placed in the international market, not in the local markets, because they don't trust our local market to carry the risk. And that has been a major stumbling block. We're working seriously on that, and I'm sure very soon, added to the compliance with the Cape Town Convention, is going to totally unlock that market. And one more thing, apart from all of that, I want you all to see me here as the minister. I'm giving a personal guarantee beyond even compliance with the law. Personal guarantee that I will not tolerate the frustration of any agreement with any result within Nigeria. The aircraft come to Nigeria, I'll give a personal guarantee of safety of these aircraft and repossession of those aircraft, whether through the judicial process or through the NCA, which I supervise, through a judicial process, through an administrative process. And the Cape Town Convention says 5 days. You can be multi-registered within 5 days. I'll make sure we can do it within 4 days. We can register it's a personal guarantee. Read my lips, I'm going to do it. I'm saying it publicly because I understand it. It has happened with one ACMI recently, a very close friend of mine. They were trying to go to court and say, well, I'm not scared of court. Take these aircraft out of Nigeria, take the leases, cut it out. And then the next day I got the letter of commendation from the leases that this is the first time they're seeing that happen. So please, I understand the issues. I do understand the issues, and I want to ensure that these local operators are empowered to do what they have to do. And what we have to do as government, in terms of regulation, in terms of even the access to licenses now, the air operating licenses now, it's faster, it's quicker, they will attest to that. So it's not going to be a long process again to get your licenses out to operate. So for new investors who are coming to Nigeria, they are welcome. Nobody's going to frustrate you within Nigeria. If anybody tries to frustrate you by asking for gratification or anything, report it to me. I will take action. We want to open the doors for everybody to come into Nigeria. Please.